This video is brought to you by ExpressVPN and Shopify. People, more on them after the reaction. What is going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? Greg here today. So I am going to do a first time watching for a movie that I am very much looking forward to. I've heard a lot of good things about. I am the one at the channel who hasn't seen it. So it's a solo one today, and that is for the movie The Impossible. I know it's about a tsunami. I know it stars a young Tom Holland. I'm very much looking forward to it. But guys, what do you think about this movie? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Did it affect you? I hear this is a strong film, whatever that means. Powerful, dramatic, moving. Tell me what you think about it. What's an impossible thing you've had to overcome? That's a more YouTuber question. Anyway, guys, listen, go ahead, leave a like on this video. That'd be very much appreciated. Be sure to subscribe, click that notification bell to get notified when we get a reaction up on this channel. That piques your interest because we got a lot in the can that we have already shot. Also, big thank you to Prepper for helping us edit down these highlights. Lastly, massive thank you to all who have joined us at our Patreon, becoming super sexy rejects over there. You can catch the full-length reaction watch along where you sync up with your own copy of The Impossible. Also, John and I cover several shows exclusively with highlights and watch-alongs included. Thank you again to all who have joined us. One of the absolute best ways to support the channel. Plus, you get some extra goodies on top of that. Alrighty, guys, let's see what this movie is all about. I was trying to think of like an possible thing. Whatever, let's just watch it. The deadliest tsunami on record in the southeast coast of Asia. Admittedly, selfishly, not as familiar with the story. Damn, that is unnerving. Whoa! There's a plane we were hearing. That's a really fascinating opening. It's capturing the like horror and beauty all in one. Oh, Naomi Watts is in this. All I've ever heard about is young Tom Holland and Ewan McGregor, yes.
Did you set the alarm before we left?
Yeah, it was the last thing I did.
What would the alarm be?
I was the last one to leave, and I'm sure I didn't set it.
No, darling, I was the last one out, and I did.
You sure?
Yeah.
You better go across that aisle and berate her.
No, I was the last one, because I went back in.
I guess that means we'll be coming home to a large bunch of hippies sleeping in our bed.
Just like your old college days. It's all right.
We're gonna have a good day. Everything's gonna be great.
What you doing? It's time to sit down. We're about to land, darling.
Just won't talk to me.
Which one's Tom Holland?
Just sit down and stop worrying.
Sit down, please, madame.
Lucas,
Okay, that's Tom Holland. All right.
you know, you could try being a bit nicer to your brother. He's just scared.
So what else is new? Everything scares him.
Oh, you're gonna wish you were nicer, you little shit. Oh, Christmas Eve. This is a Christmas movie. Perfect timing, Greg. You know exactly what you're doing in the algorithm.
All resorts are full, but this area is really quiet. Great for families. The Orchid Beach Resort is brand new. We just opened a week ago. You'll love it here.
Everything's going to be great.
We made a booking on the 3rd floor, the sea view room.
But we feel you might like this better.
This movie's doing an excellent job at getting you thrusted into the wonder and joy, and then they're going to flip it all upside down.
Isn't it great?
Can you swim in there?
Yeah, we can go swimming, yeah.
There's going to be so much swimming, you have no idea. All joking aside, I can feel this is going to be a really harrowing experience, man. 4, 3, 2, 1. To this day, I still don't know what that is. Can you guys tell me in the comments? I suppose I could just Google it, but it'd be more exciting if you told me in the comments.
That one isn't going on. Is it?
It is.
It's going a different way than all the others.
It's going a different way than the others. Kind of like what this family's gonna do. I don't know who directed this, but I feel some certain Steven Spielberg inspirational touches. Maybe a little bit more edited than a Spielberg film, but there's certainly touches, earmarks of him.
Get off! Wake up! It's Christmas!
Oh, man. This is gonna be the shittiest Christmas ever. God damn it.
Obi, man. A ball?
It's movies like this that really make me wonder how they built the chemistry. Oh my God, young Spider-Man. It's movies like this that make me wonder how they built the chemistry with actors, like how much improvising they had them do together, or what the rehearsal process was like, or what the director had them do just to get to know each other. Because the chemistry of the family feels very authentic. Are they going to give any backstory to how their young boy is able to do backflips?
Must be jet lag.
Man, this movie thrives on the atmosphere of the sound design. You can just hear that fan.
Shh. Just close your eyes and think of something nice.
That's going to be a trick that really comes in handy.
You're hopeless.
What?
I'm going to hide that thing and forget where I put it.
I was just checking to see about the house we put a bid on in Japan.
Hey,
Yeah.
that phone is going to be very much necessary in a situation that's upcoming.
They can't fire you. That would be too expensive. Don't worry.
Well, I do worry because we can't afford to lose this job, can we?
Especially with what's coming up now. Or maybe it's going to feel frivolous in the end.
Maybe it's time.
Oh, you want to go home?
It's not the worst idea, is it?
They're a Spanish family? They're like Spanish, like Emilio Estevez is Spanish, right? Oh, shit. Again, the way they just know how to, like, the sound design is so specific. And there's some amazing framing here. Oh, fuck. Wow, like, all chills everywhere. Nipple chills included. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whoa, that looks real. Oh my God. Oh, that's so horrifying. This family survived that? Ugh. It's so unnerving. Jesus Christ. Oh, how horrible. Man, it is so tragic that this shit like this really happens. But damn, that looks shockingly real. Holy fuck. Oh, God, you go after your kid like in a situation like that. Oh. Oh, no. Ooh, this movie's really already getting me. Damn. It's just a hard experience. Oh, this is so kinetic. Oh, shit. Yo, I don't know how they made this movie, but damn, does it look real. Damn it. Man, the editing on this is superb. That's a miracle they serve. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Oh. So shrill. Oh, that poor kid. No. Did that? Is that what happened? Holy balls. Yo, this is such a... I'm already like... I want to like pause the movie and be like, what happened in real life?
I'm here.
Oh, damn it. This is tragic, man. Ooh.
Careful, Lucas. Careful, don't move.
Ooh, boy, I did not think this would be so... suspected to be a little emotional. Oh, you just feel like how harsh and that desperation for a family to survive. It's just these two right now.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
This is some great foreboding string music. Who made this movie? This is done so well already. I don't know why my mind was like, is this a low budget film? I don't know anything about like the behind the scenes at all. Oh my God. Holy crap. Whoa. Is this an R-rated movie?
You're bleeding, Mum.
Oh, she is like, oh no.
It's okay.
I can't see you like this.
It's okay.
Sorry. It's just...
I can't see you like this. Oh, wow. How do you survive with an open wound like that? Through this? Oh, so, like, the infection that would take place. Whoa.
That tree there, the big one. Do you think we can climb it?
Oh, God. I can't believe that. Damn, you're a real badass mom. I feel so naive for not realizing at all what I was walking into. It's just like a straight up survival horror drama.
Did you hear that?
Mum, there's nothing we can do. We have to get to safety.
No, we have to help that boy.
Mum, if another wave catches us down here, we will die.
Yeah, that is conflicting.
Mum, look at you! We need help! We cannot risk it.
Damn, young Tom Holland, you a good little kid actor, man.
What if that boy was Simon or Thomas? You'd want someone to help them, wouldn't you?
Simon and Thomas are dead!
Whoa, hey, little Lucas.
Even if it's the last thing we do.
Even if it's the last thing we do. Act of love.
Look there! Mum, I see!
Wow, the sets they built for this. I like it, an aberration of the duality of, wow, this all really happened to, look how they put this together for a movie.
What's your name? I'm Lucas.
Like waiting for some terrible injury. Tree of life. To just go from this like luxurious escape getaway to feeling the most primal. Hey, you got your drink? Somewhere the hotel manager's keeping track of you, kid. Guys, this movie's
Mum, coming down. Just give me a second.
scary.
I can do it.
Mom, I'm coming down.
I can do it, Lucas!
Just trying to keep it together and keep your composure together for your son, huh? Oh, God damn it. Oh, you can really feel it. It's like my whole leg is just tingling. Jeez. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. That Andrew Gordon must be influencing me, because when he was pushing him up, I did have that flash in my head of like, get up, Spider-Man. God, just even like a little knee scrape seems so much worse than usual. This is one of those movies that if you told me what the actors were injured on set or whatever, got scrapes, I completely believe it. Aw, little Daniel. Look at that. You know you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Mom, look. Look, they're coming for us.
Man, did this movie win an Oscar for sound design? Because you can feel every little tiny thing. Like that sound right there, just like, scraping up against. I don't like it. I'm starting to get a headache. Gosh, shit. I'm really starting to get a headache from just watching this. Never even been remotely close to a situation like these people. Oh, hell yeah. Way to go, villagers.
Thank you so much.
She is excellent at showing the pain and exhaustion. These are really good people.
Where's Daniel? Daniel.
Yeah, where's Daniel? Yeah, what happened to Daniel? Passing the wailing of all these suffering victims, man. Too much. Too much. Wow. That took me a second to register what was on the back of that truck. So, Lucas is the main character of this story. I thought it might just be a small supporting role for some reason.
So cold in here. Oh, it's not cold.
Oh, we need to get her some medicine badly.
I need some antibiotics. Look in the cupboard. Oh.
I can't read the labels. They're all in Thai.
There's got to be some English. Look on the side.
I'm at a point where I would just take anything.
Oh, please. See that boy? I'm all he's got in the world. Do you understand?
Aww.
Are you okay?
I lost my husband and 2 children.
This poor child and mom and all the countless other people. Really a miracle they're alive.
What colour is it? My leg. Is it still red?
Yeah, it's still red.
It's good. As long as it doesn't turn black.
Well, hell yeah. Hell yeah to red legs.
You need to eat something. Eat it.
So bossy. What's your name? My name's Maria. And this is my son, Lucas.
How much loss has this woman experienced?
Give us some tangerine. Be careful.
Whoa.
Turn your head to the side, please. We'll choke if you don't. Please.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
the hell's happening? What the hell's happening?
Mom, are you alright? What are you doing? Mom, stop it!
Oh my goodness. What the f is happening? I don't know anatomy, science, trauma shit enough to know what's happening. What is going on here? What are they both going through right now? After you guys comment and tell me what's happening with those lamps that people do in movies, you tell me what's going on here. I don't know what's happening, man.
You got to go and do something. Go and help people. You're good at it.
What do you want me to do?
Something. Anything.
There's just something about doing good things and at a time where it seems really hard to. It really gets to me, man.
Bernström från Sverige.
Family?
Agda, Josef, Morten.
From Sweden.
Agda, Morten, Joseph.
I'll try and help you. Are you Joseph Benstrom or Morten Benstrom? Morten Benstrom?
Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking for my son,
Your son?
Peter Berry.
2 first names.
Annemarie? Ik zoek mijn dochtertje, Annemarie de Bruin.
Sorry, what's your name again? Anna-Marie de Brown. Anyone?
Renata Castorini.
Wow, he's just getting a whole list.
Тетяна Чернышова.
Batulin.
Man, it is so touching.
Agda Benstrom. Renata.
He hasn't even been able to cross off one name yet.
Auman del Toro.
Sansani on.
Just get a clipboard.
Ackman. Morten Benstrom. Yeah.
No way. Oh my god.
I know your dad. Papa? Your papa. He's here. I'll bring him here, okay? Yes.
Bring him.
You have to stay here because it's a very long way and you have to rest, okay?
Holy shit, man. This is something else, man. It is so touching.
Benstrom!
It's like just finding that hope. We don't even know these people. It's more Spider-Man than Spider-Man. This is like something you do in the Spider-Man game. I really am going to be so... She's like dead or moved or something. She was moved, wasn't she? Oh, shit. She's not dead, though, right?
Where's my mom? No! What are you doing?
Yo, little...
Take it easy, boy.
No! My mom was here and she took a file.
You have to come with me. I will help you.
Give some answers, too. Ooh, I really hope she ain't dead. It goes without saying. Pretty obvious statement to make right now. I really hope she's not dead. This movie decides to go... It's got this incredible ability to go like handheld and then to not go handheld and do slow moving shots that get just force... It snaps your brain to focus with the film. It's gonna be okay, man. You're gonna make it through.
Worst day.
I just can't wrap my head around being in a situation like this. I can't do it. Like, this trailer dropped. I gotta get back home. Oh, wait a minute. Is this Ewan McGregor? These are bigger legs. Is this him or is it somebody else? Oh my God, Daddy lives!
Lucas!
Honestly, he looks great compared to everyone else we've seen.
Lucas! Maria!
that frame rate and shutter speed shift. If he's only shouting for them, he might have the other two boys, right? Or he only cares about Lucas. At this point, I'd be trying to get a refund. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
Hey, man. You all right?
Listen till I hear a minute.
They're sending trucks to drive us all up to the mountains.
Can you tell them I'm back?
Yeah, sure.
Dad! Dad, a whole load of helicopters just flew by.
Why don't you come down here a minute, Thomas?
Man, these are good parents.
I still haven't found them.
Did you see a lot of dead people?
That's a question.
Can we leave yet?
I need you to do me a favor, Thomas. I've heard that everyone's going to the mountains, you see, to a shelter where it's really safe.
Damn, his eye is jacked up. I did not even notice.
But I can't go with you. I have to keep looking for them, you see. You have to look after
Oh,
Simon.
I've never looked after someone before.
When I came up, that was all on my own. That was the scariest part. And then I saw the two of you clinging to the tree, and I didn't feel so scared anymore because I knew I wasn't on my own, you see. Well, what if Mummy and Lucas are on their own right now? Imagine how scared they'll be. You have to look after Simon, and I'm going to keep looking for them.
Yep. I wonder what they changed structurally compared to the true story and the narrative. It's smart, you know, like, oh, you know, if Maria was just fine, we'd be here going, all right, they just got to reunite, but we don't know what happened to Maria. Is she alive?
Could I use your phone? It'd be really quick.
Our battery's almost dead. We need the phone.
Wow. Fascinating. This is when you get that take care of your own kind of survival instinct.
See you in the morning, okay?
You're not coming.
I'm not coming with man, no. Thomas will take care of you, all right? And you stay with this group.
Wow, you gotta leave your two little boys behind with a bunch of strangers. It's such a desolate situation.
Will you look out for my voice for me, please?
Come with us. You know it's useless.
Don't say that. Wow, this side of town sucks.
I love you. I'll be with you tomorrow, I promise. I love you.
I would have loved it if Ewan McGregor got unnecessarily jacked for the role. Oh, you gotta walk barefoot through this.
Hey, man. You okay? Get in the car. We'll drive you somewhere safer.
Physical turmoil. Acting in this is so good. It is such good acting. Heart-wrenching pain.
My little girl, Gina, she's just 2. The noise woke me up. And saw the sea coming inland. It took me 5 seconds to reach the stairs, but the water was already there. On the bed, I found a note from my wife saying that they were at the beach.
Aww.
Yeah, my whole family were around the swimming pool when the water hit. I found my middle son first, Thomas, and then I found my little one, Simon. I sent them to the mountains so that I could keep looking for my wife and my eldest son.
Damn, that is hard.
Have you called home yet?
I can't find a phone.
I'm saving my battery, just in case my family calls.
I'll be very quick, I promise.
A little hope in his eyes. Oh my God, a phone.
Brian?
Yes, Henry, thank God.
Did you hear from anyone yet?
No, Henry, you're the first to call. Is everybody all right?
The water came and swept everyone away. And I found Thomas and Simon. Brian, I have to go because lots of people need to use this phone, okay? I'll call you later.
I don't know what's at all what a situation like this truly is like, but this feels surreal to me.
I promise you that I won't stop looking until I find them, okay? I don't know what I'm going to do because it's night time now, but I'll look in all the hospitals and I will find them. I promise you that. I'll call you when I do.
Under my nose.
Can I go with you?
Oh, just hanging on to that hope. Hanging on to someone else's hope. There's a lot of love in this movie. As dark as it is.
You like looking at stars, don't you?
I like to find most of the constellations.
Some of those stars have been burnt out for a long, long time.
How can you tell which ones are dead and which ones are not?
Oh, you can't. It's impossible.
Here's the title of the movie. He's describing what's happening at the movie. Even these random actors who show up provide so much depth. You feel full-fledged character.
Your name is Lucas Bennett, is that right? And your mother's name is Maria Bennett, is that correct? Huh? We'd like you to look at these things, please, and see if you recognize any of them.
That is a loaded question. Is that...
You promised me you weren't going anywhere. I thought you were dead, Mum. Oh. How is she?
She's had surgery on her chest.
Okay, did she lose? This is such a daunting, overwhelming experience. I appreciate the attention to detail too. Even in these montages, the chaos and the clutter of all the extras. Very well just orchestrated film. Wasn't she on the truck?
Where are my kids?
They're taking them away. They wouldn't let me go with them. I'm sorry.
Where?
I don't know.
Oh my God. What now? It just doesn't end. They really sell you on the title here. Is it Daniel? Little angel boy. And if you didn't choose to save that little boy, he wouldn't be with his dad right now. If I was little Tom Holland, little Lucas here, I want the credit. I would have gone right up to the dad. Like, you don't know what I did for your kid.
Colors my leg.
Please don't be black. It's black, isn't it?
Still red.
Is he lying? He dropped that sheep pretty fast. This movie just has this hope. Never mind.
Her wound's looking really bad. We are doing the best we can. We are taking your mom to surgery right away.
Why does this woman play it? Am I just misreading it? I feel like there's something kind of antagonistic about her or something. I feel like she should be kind of comforting.
We have checked all hospitals, but this one.
5 minutes, please. Just only 5 minutes.
5 minutes. How could you check this hospital in 5 minutes?
Anything left in the can?
The can?
Don't worry. I'll get you something.
Guys, my head is pounding. This film has just this incredible ability to thrust you to the mood. This girl in this bikini just walking around all casual. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, movie. This is some movie shit right here. It's not how it went down in real life. This is some frustrating movie shit. These sideways tracking shots, these Paul Thomas Anderson shots. Stuff like this frustrates me so much. No way. Did he find her? Please. She's turning into a zombie right now. Please find her. Better not be the movie just messing with me. I'm gonna stab someone. This is so frustrating. And they're like, right there. Oh shit. Oh, you would know your. That feels so real. You could identify your dad from shit like that. You know someone that well, you can recognize their lower half. Unless there's some other detail I'm missing. If there is, let me know. But to me, I'm like, yeah, sometimes I feel like you can just tell. Shout his actual name. I wouldn't just shout dad. A lot of people probably shouting dad.
Need a pee. Can you hold it? No. Simon, what are you doing?
Simon says I need to pee. It's the most miserable part of the movie.
No luck.
Sign. Pay attention to the signs. The tug and pull this movie does. Aww.
There's Lucas.
This movie is something. I gotta look up what happened to this family. Just aggressively shouting his name at him. This is really moving. I just find the dad, would you? Lucas, you are the centerpiece to all this.
Dad!
Lucas!
Dad!
Lucas! Oh.
Dad!
We did it. We did the impossible.
Look who's here.
Oh my God, she's a completely different color.
My darling.
Oh man, I don't know if I can take it if she dies. I don't know if I can take it.
We're all okay.
This my mind even going there. This is like, man.
Am I dead?
No.
You came back.
Yes.
I was so not prepared for this film.
Oh my God. I can rest now.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I'm dying.
No.
No, don't do it.
You're gonna be fine. That's not what I came here for. You're gonna be fine. They're gonna take good care of you, okay? I promise you, we're gonna be fine. I promise you're gonna be okay.
We're taking her to surgery.
She better live. I don't know. Oh boy.
I love you. You're gonna be okay.
Wow, this is really something. I got like this panic has just traveled from like here to the back of my right eye. There's this blind little girl in Hunter x Hunter whose nose is always clogged, and now I know what it feels like to be her. When you just can't blow your nose.
Lucas, thanks for taking care of Mum.
We took care of each other.
Oh boy. Yeah, he did.
There's something I didn't tell Mom.
Black.
I really need her to know.
Or lover, I don't know, what was it? Hey.
I have a family too.
Hey, she speaks.
I've been saving my strength because I want to see them.
Uh-huh.
One more time.
Totally. I get it. Kind of. I mean, I don't know really, but...
You're in good hands. Close your eyes and think of something nice.
That is like the reoccurring nurturing element. That line. Please, for the love of God, live. That is not something nice to think about. Wow. This is a goddamn nightmare. Whoa. Holy shit. Just like, oh God. Wow. It feels just like a true nightmare. True nightmare right now. Come on. Just metaphorical shit rise above the water. For the love of God, I said. Wow. Gorgeous. It's like choosing to have lived in spite of it all. Rebirth.
Mom's okay, Lucas. We're going home.
That was kind of a way to approach him. You do exactly the entire time. He's walking over. You're doing a walk of, I got bad news for you, son.
I'm Oliver Tupole from Zurich Insurance. They've sent me to take care of your family. In a few hours, you'll be at Singapore General Hospital.
Wow.
How are you? Here. With you. Guess what? I saw Daniel again.
Yeah, that's right. You're gonna hear that.
He was so happy.
Save that boy.
He was in somebody's arms. I bet it was his dad, Mom.
I certainly hope so. My God, can you imagine some other guy?
I love you so much.
Guys, I am drained. What a beautiful story about like just the stars. Story about the stars. There's part of me that's like, hey, kill her off. Wow. What a shot to end on. It's the final shot of the movie. That's a miracle. That you can survive that. I could barely handle bumping on my head on like a wall. Goddamn right. Wow. What a film. What a powerful film. Oh my God, it's a real family? Those are real names, too. Oh, I wanted more. Whoa. That's my favorite Tom Holland performance. Man, I gotta blow my nose. I got such a headache. Boy, I got such a bad headache. But you know what doesn't give me a headache? These guys. Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring, which is what we use for our merch store and is our game-changing partner in e-commerce. So whether you're launching a passion project or scaling to new heights, Shopify is the e-commerce powerhouse guiding you at every step. From creating your first online store to opening physical locations, Shopify makes it seamless. It's perfect whether you're selling exclusive merch or unique collectibles, thanks to their all-encompassing platform for both online and in-store sales. Their checkout system, unmatched! It's 36% more effective at converting visitors into buyers than other platforms. And let's not forget Shopify Magic, the AI tool that elevates your business with minimal effort. But seriously, reflecting on our journey using Shopify for www.rejectnationshop.com, it's been transformative. The transition, smooth, growth, exponential. Thank you again, Reject Nation. From simplifying sales to scaling our offerings, Shopify has been a cornerstone of our success. And Shopify isn't just for us. It powers 10% of U.S. e-commerce, backing businesses big and small in over 175 countries. Their award-winning support always there to guide you. So ready to join the revolution? Sign up for Shopify at only $1 a month at shopify.com/rejects. All lowercase, shopify.com/rejects. Start your Shopify success story now. Let's grow together with Shopify, team. Big thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, a real game changer I've been using for years. That's right, years. So whenever they want to work with us, it's an instant yes. You've likely heard about ExpressVPN for online privacy and security, but there's more to it than that. However, there was a very real incident recently with Spectrum shutting down my internet and contacting me due to a suspected hacking attempt. And funny enough, I realized I hadn't actually activated my ExpressVPN on my new laptop that I got a couple of months ago, so I was paying the consequences. Having faced a serious hacking issue on YouTube a couple years ago, that made ExpressVPN my go-to for both security and freedom. I mean it. And yes, what you've heard is true. Believe me, this channel knows. You can use ExpressVPN to watch movies and shows on Netflix that are not available in your country. This means accessing a vast array of content of over 100 countries, like a global cinema at your fingertips. It's super easy. Open ExpressVPN, switch locations, refresh the browser, and there you have it. Whether it's K-dramas on South Korean Netflix, Hulu, BBC, iPlayer, YouTube, or more, ExpressVPN has you covered. And it's incredibly fast, ensuring no buffering or lag for smooth HD streaming. It's versatile too, working on not just computers, but phones, media consoles, smart TVs, and more. This means you can enjoy your favorite shows on anywhere, any screen. Protect and elevate your internet experience. So if you want to get access to hundreds of new shows, use my link, expressvpn.com/rejects. And you can get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free. That's expressvpn.com/rejects. So head to expressvpn.com/rejects to learn more. Thank you again. All right, guys, I just blew my nose. I've pulled up IMDb, and all I have learned in this time is that J.A. Bayona directed this movie. I did not catch that at all in the credits. That's not surprising. What I wanted to hear it is, Jesus Christ, I've been looking all over for him. I was trying to find the trivia. I wanted to read the trivia, and then we'll talk about this movie. If you guys are listening to this on Apple and Spotify, please rate this video. Just watch The Impossible, the 2012 movie. I heard that it was about the tsunami, and I was like, okay, I imagine there's probably going to be a few emotional moments in here, but I was not expecting to be as enveloped in the experience. I didn't really know what. Part of me was actually wondering if it was just going to be a bit of a tedious, if I'm being totally honest. I was kind of wondering if it would be a bit of a tedious drama of, okay, maybe there's a tsunami attack and then it gets a little dull afterwards, but that film had me engaged for many a reason that I will go into, but I wanted to look at the trivia really quick here. All right, here we go. I haven't read any of this yet. The scene where the tsunami hits the resort can only be filmed once. It would have cost too much money to rebuild the set. What? What does that mean? How did they film it then? I don't understand. Many of the extras were actual survivors of the tsunami. That's really cool. I mean, not cool that they're survivors of the tsunami, but the fact that they actually use real survivors of them. You just, again, I don't know what it's like to be in a situation like this, but a register to me is feeling authentic. According to Naomi Watts, the producers of the film heard an interview on Spanish radio where the family told their story of surviving the tsunami and decided to make a film based on it. Oh, that's really neat. They were Spanish, right? That's a bit. I don't know. I don't really. I guess they could be. Well, one thing I liked about it too that I thought was really cool, because I could see this being one of those movies that is accused of whitewashing. Is that it's not one of the trivia facts here? Maybe it's here somewhere, but I haven't gotten there yet. But one of the things that I thought was kind of neat about it is that they put a good amount of emphasis too on it was the actual people who lived there who immediately went to go help the tourists. You know, this is like a lot of people died, and we didn't really focus on the people who lived there, and so much of their homes and many of those lives were probably taken as well. And they put so much focus here on, they went to go help the tourists, the people visiting. I think that was something kind of beautiful, actually. Man, the performances were so good. I don't know what that has to do with the whitewashing, but it I don't know. I didn't really think about that there might be a whitewashing thing thrown out here. I bet there was, though. Unless Naomi Watts is Spanish, and I don't know that. It took a year to put together the 10-minute sequence, a recreation of the moment the wave came crashing down the luxury hotel. Whoa. So they really did that shit? Did they really? That's fucking wild. The crew filmed partially on location at the actual resort since rebuilt, where the Bayona family was holidaying when the tsunami hit. For the tsunami destruction scenes, a scale model of the resort was used. they really wanted to capture, they wanted to be true to this. The filmmakers had a sense of integrity here. The real family that the main characters are based on are in fact Spanish, but live in Japan at the time of the tsunami. It makes a lot of sense. For the underwater scenes, Naomi Watts was strapped in a rotating chair. While filming, Watts couldn't hold her breath any longer, and she gave the stop sign. Instead of stopping, the chair started spinning the other way around. Whoa. Later, it was revealed that it was a technical error, and Watts stated that she felt very scared and hated the chair for that reason. Why wouldn't you? Wow. That's Saturday. Tom Holland's feature film debut. That's impressive. The real color of the kid's ball was yellow, not red. This film's a liar. Maria Bello said it was the biggest lie in the film. If that's the biggest lie in the film, I can imagine that a lot of this was probably surprisingly true. Naomi Watts was nominated, as rightfully so. Man, was she great. Wait, Best Actress Oscar-nominated performance was the only one in the category not in the Best Picture nominee that year. Oh, this one was not nominated for Best. If it did not get nominated for sound design, I'd be shocked. The opening scene is a point of view. We'll look at that later. I'm just trying to see like the shorter ones. This is one of the 2010 Blacklist, a list of the most liked unmade scripts of the year. I always love hearing a story like that when a script is like, this is great, but it's never going to get made. And then it eventually gets made. Oh, that's really great. Okay. All right. This movie's PG-13? I really thought it was rated R. I guess it's the handling of the nudity and the violence that helps with it all. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the actual movie. I'm semi-like multitasking at the same time right now because my mind is just fixated on shit. I was obviously very moved by it. One thing that I thought was really, am I in frame? One thing that I thought was really interesting about the script. The first thing about the scripting of it all was the dialogue choices were. I felt like this is how would I put it? There's like the movie has so much emotional impact and just the right amount of sentimentality. And yet when they had these dialogue scenes, I would feel like this is still like what they would talk about in the moment. You know, they wouldn't do a bunch of this backstory stuff. It was one of those films where it was so focused on the immediacy of the situation, and you're kind of being plucked into the lives of what these characters are experiencing. And what I loved all that whole speech about the stars and that they're dead, but you can find a bright light, and it's like talking about the things that are impossible. And you know, I love me a good bleak, dark, harrowing movie, and this is that, but it's also really contrasted with this family's resilience to keep enduring and not lose hope in the face of hopelessness, all in the name of love. And it was that kind of shit that just kept breaking me from beginning to end, because this is such a heroic tale, but it's about these just regular people. It's an extraordinary story about ordinary people. Extraordinary people are ordinary people who do things extraordinarily well. Is that the quote? I don't even know if that applies to the situation right now. But that's what was great. It's fun. It's fun. I made it like a little crack about this is more Spider-Man than Spider-Man, because to me this is capturing more of why we really would love a Peter Parker, because they're doing literally the things that most people would probably not want to do, and making these choices like saving the little Daniel boy in the face of times where a lot of times in these survival stories, at least the fictionalized ones, you're kind of just looking out for yourself. But this is about aiding each other and not losing faith. And again, the word of endurance is the thing that just keeps standing in mind. And I love how there was there's a bit of that Hollywoodness in the beginning, you know, like, hey, we're going to have a great trip today. You know, ain't nothing, if you guys see Walk Hard, ain't nothing bad going to happen today, do we? And you're just setting up the fact that something terrible is going to happen. But you needed that. You needed that juxtaposition. You needed that switcheroo to kind of plop you into what it must have been like to be a tourist vacationing at this wonderful, immaculate resort, and then to have one of the most devastating things ever happen to you. And because a lot of people died in this event, and then if you were lucky to survive, it's like, what injuries did you sustain afterwards? The trauma that you had to endure. So like, as much as there's a bit of like a Hollywoodism in the way it was written, you know, I still thought it was necessary to get there. And by the time you get to the tsunami, but the acting was just so consistently great that it was so believable from beginning to end. And by the time you get to the tsunami incident, like even the way that's captured in that perspective where it just hits you suddenly. It's not this big giant buildup like a Roland Emmerich movie. You're not watching The Day After Tomorrow where it's like thunder in the sky or whatever. It's like just a couple of things with the blender and a couple little noises, and it hits you like that. That must to put you into the, again, I love a movie that focuses on POV, and the movie did such a great job on knowing how to intercut between, not intercut, but cut around depending and gestate with certain characters on certain point of views for an extended period of time. Like there were times where I was going, oh, this is Naomi Watts' movie. Oh, this is Tom Holland's movie. Oh, this is Ewan McGregor's movie. You know, the way they would cut around to the characters and let you stay in their perspective. I thought the direction of this, combined, of course, with the incredible acting, man, what would the homework? Like, that's the kind of questions that I always try to find more of the trivia on. That's usually not on IMDb. Like, I would love to know the trivia on that. Like, Naomi Watts, did she sit down with the real Maria? And how long did she talk with her for? How much of the conversation did she have to really get in her mindset into, hey, let's talk about this moment and what were you going through and how therapeutic might it have been for Maria to have been able to talk through that with her? Was it therapeutic? Was it difficult to resurrect these conversations and resurrect these memories? And what it must have been like for Maria to see that as Naomi Watts is portraying it, those kind of sequences, you know, it got my mind pondering. But at the same time, you know, this film has such great visual storytelling because you're relying so much on an actor's performance and body language, expression. It's not heavily reliant. It's not really like exposition heavy, or they take the time to reflect on a memory and to talk about the past. Like, there's something kind of inspiring to me. I could see two versions where someone might not like so much about the dialogue in certain key scenes. But to me, I thought the dialogue was really apt for this kind of, for what they want to portray here. You know, at the end of the day, this is about plopping the audience into the experience of this real stark, impactful nature disaster, with emphasizing the emotional, dramatic weight throughout. But everyone's so good in it. My mind's just spinning. My headache has not gone away at all. If you only have, if you're listening to this Apple or Spotify, I felt a pretty big migraine, and I'm just trying to stay focused here. I guess if I were to rank performance, man, this is Tom Holland's debut role, and while I would ultimately go, to me, it's like a toss-up between Naomi Watts and Tom Holland. Is who's the lead in this movie? Like, who do you guys consider the lead in this film? Because I could see it being Naomi Watts, but in a lot of ways, to me, it was Lucas. Lucas, to me, felt like the central character, and I thought that was such an interesting narrative choice. Some stuff you could kind of like, the stuff at the hospital, I wonder how real that was with, oh my God, they're right there. Just look over your shoulder. If you just pay attention, you could see them towards the end. But it fucking works on you when it goes down that path. It works, man. You know, you're just getting frustrated, and then you're aware it's a movie. But damn, I'm just so caught in the moment that I'm like, I don't care. Some stuff you gotta have some of that dramatic for a situation that I'm sure was way more dramatic in real life. But I thought overall this movie had very strong direction. It was engaging from beginning to end. The ability to focus on the human aspect instead of the disaster actually helped elevate the everything about the disaster. Wasn't about just going through like the psychological experience. I thought the balance of it was so grand, where you could. The after effects of the disaster are the enemy of the story, and it's like like the antagonist of the story is like it's so interesting when you think about it, because of course it's not one of those movies where there's a clear cut antagonist, or you're dealing with there's another tsunami coming and we gotta go after it. The antagonist of the story is all the obstacles they gotta overcome, and also overcoming hopelessness and enduring your faith against that. Like those are the antagonistic qualities you're dealing with here. And to me, the disaster elements that maybe perhaps made great trailer moments, I think were. Sorry, guys, my head is so pounding. I think the disaster elements just resonated throughout, and I never lost sight of the horror of that. Because when you think about the disaster elements, of the spectacle of it, the only way that really stays effective is you need your investment in your characters, and you want to see what this really does do as a turmoil. And the way they would still show once in a while, like, oh, they're traveling on the road and you're seeing like these dead bodies, or you're seeing like people, in agony shouting stuff out, or the physical deterioration or the symptoms, like the prolonged effects. I felt the disaster elements were kind of nonstop, or even when, Naomi Watts and the village people are like dragging her after they rescued her, and you could just hear the scraping against her legs. Like the spectacle of the disaster stuff still permeated throughout the film. I felt like it was still very much alive, because you can only do the tsunami one time, and the sequence of surviving in the flood one time. And I thought that spectacle that they probably pitch you on still was there in just different ways. And I found that really impressive. And it just plays on your emotions, because this movie, there could be like tragedy porn, and this movie to me was not that. It was a bit structurally predictable at a certain point when you would go from, tragedy and hope. But overall, because like a lot of times a hopeful thing happened, that means in like, I don't know, 30 seconds, we're going to get something really tragic or something to be really worried about, So we kind of do that. So, like, there are certain writing books. I think Robert McKee, it doesn't exactly obey this, but there's like I forget what the name of that Robert McKee book is. But, some people say that every scene, if it starts off positive, has to end negative, or every scene that starts off negative has to end positive, some type of simple way of understanding an arc of a scene. So you can kind of see some of that predictability within the structure of it. Like when they saw Daniel at the hospital, it's like, he's going to go back, something terrible is going to be with the mom. Or after he finds Swedish boy, he's going to go back, there's going to be something terrible, because that's the tragedy, hope, tragedy, hope, tragedy, hope. But overall, I wasn't always hyper aware of it. And even when I was, it worked. That's the thing, is the emotion. At the end of the day, no matter what logical, technical aspects, even for a viewer like myself, that I can be aware of, I would still just be so in the moment regardless, that it was the emotion that would be overtaking. And to me, that is what cinema is. That is what movies are. And I think this film just excelled at that so much. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a beautiful film. And it brought me to tears nonstop. And the focus on humanity, compassion in the face of this disaster, with not a real emphasis on negative behaviors. I'm so used to survival stories, and I mean, normally survival stories can be often apocalyptic, and you're looking at like the worst of the worst. I mean, we just saw the movie like Leave the World Behind on Netflix, which is a really like sci-fi kind of film, and that has that quality of like, look out for your own in the face of the danger. Like the worst of humanity comes out, and it's kind of refreshing to see a survival horror film that feels apocalyptic, and it's about human beings coming together. Because I saw some. I don't remember where I heard this on. I think they were saying it was Charles Darwin who said it, that the start of humanity, like what's allowed human beings to progress, is, I'm probably getting this wrong, but the way I have internalized it for all my life has been something I'm so focused trying to get the quote wrong, but here's how I interpreted it, or here's how I remembered it at least, is that it's love and cooperation. I believe the emphasis was on cooperation, and I might have applied the word love underneath that because I feel like every emotion comes down to love or fear. And this movie to me shines a light on that, the love and cooperation side in spite of all this, and I'm not someone who is often, I feel like I'm so much in my own bubble a lot of the time that I don't take enough time to like learn about other things around the world enough. I try to, I really do. It's often very, very late at night or right before I go to bed where I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling inspired. Oh my God, I'm in a really dark place now because I decided to learn about some stuff. And then I'm just on my phone researching for like hours, asking my wife questions because she knows about all this stuff and I don't. And yeah, this is great. This is great. And also like the emphasis on, I don't know, trauma and recovery is another way to put it. And it just kind of reframes the way how it influences the severity of an impact of natural disasters like tsunamis. It's something that out here, I'll hear about. It's the way I hear about a lot of terrible things that happen. But after a while, when you just hear about it on the news, it just becomes a thing you hear about, right? Something that it becomes information you become numb to hearing about, which is terrible, but it's the reality of how a lot of us ultimately respond. And this brings you to, oh my God, yeah, this is so terrible. So terrible. And I'll be stressing out about how I can't get my upload up on YouTube, Like, oh my God, I got to work on the edit for this video. I got to get notes on this video. I got to get the thumbnail right. I got to do all this. Like, my mind was thinking to myself, like, I have a headache right now, but man, what was the headache like for them? I should just endure this headache as I was watching this movie. Oh, man. I thought this was a great film. And thank you guys for being with me and being patient. And it's interesting when you're filming one of these and you're by yourself because it just feels like I was diagnosed. One of the benefits of doing reactions that I think is like really awesome is it's allowed me to express everything that goes on internally with me more than like. But as my wife, I'm pretty respectful with other people. If there's like not doing this, with my wife and I, it's kind of like exactly when there's a camera pointed at me, the way we just talk about things. Everything's just on our mind throughout the whole time, and I was diagnosed way back when, ADHD, PTSD, and type 2 bipolar, right? And it's some random thought that hit me is having the ADHD mind has really been great for me to be here because I have so many thoughts that go off when I'm watching a movie and it just allows me to express all that. And I feel like this is real life for me. I feel like a lot of the time I have to like hold back because I know people are going to be like, shut up, Greg, I'm trying to watch the movie. And maybe some people feel that already when watching one of our videos. But what I love about this experience is I'm like, oh, now it's a perfect excuse to get all these thoughts out while I'm watching something for the first time. It's a great time. All righty, guys. Thank you so much again. Much love. Happy holidays. And, man, it's a Christmas movie. Who would have thought?
All right, John, pick a name.
Ooh, Brian Perry.
Brian Perry. You know what you're getting for Christmas this year?
Ooh.
You are going to get a book about the best positions in the bedroom for when you're by yourself.
Yes, the Kama Selftra.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, enjoyment. I don't know what words get us flagged here. Fun of.
There's a technical term for this. Damn.
Will the technical term get flagged? Look what position you put us in.
Yeah, geez.
It's not one of the positions you're going to enjoy, though. You're going to have a great...
Oh, yeah.
People are going to be like, why is Brian never showing up for work?
Oh, dude.
Why is Brian not at Christmas dinner with us?
Brian never has to leave the house again.
Opened the present, went to his bedroom... And now it's 2025.
Someone
he
did
keeps
such a
saying,
good
"Leave us
job.
alone."
Yeah, that they don't need to do anything for Brian ever again.
You're gonna master the art of self-love.
Yeah.
With this book that I have personally written and drawn myself.
Yeah.
And I can't
fact
wait.
checked it for you.
Specifically custom made for you, Brian Perry.
Hand bound on the finest paper, on the finest artisanal craft paper that we could find at Staples.
Oh yeah, man. Insert sticky joke. Ha ha ha.
Hey.
Anyway, Brian, much love to you. Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great new year. And say hi to the mayor for me, buddy.
Yeah.
See you soon.